Hi everyone and welcome back to Mari's Crochet. Today I have a new tutorial for you, this beautiful handbag. So I hope you like it, so let's begin. So first we're going to start with the slip knot and we're going to chain 60 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're going to continue like this until you have 60 chains. So I finished my 60 chains and now we're going to start our first row. We're going to work into the back loops of the stitches. We're going to skip the first, we're going to go into the next, and we're going to do a single crochet. Next loop, single crochet. Next loop, single crochet. Next loop, single crochet. So this row will be single crochet until the end. At the end of the row you should have 59 single crochet. So I've done my row of single crochet. I need to have 59 in total. Now we're going to chain one and we're going to turn the work. So guys, from now on we're going to work 12 rows with decreases. 2 decreases in the first 2 stitches, 1 decrease in the first 2 stitches, and 1 decrease in the last 2 stitches. And we're going to do this for 12 rows. So, and also we're going to work through the back loop of the stitch. We're not going to work like this. We're going to work through the back loop. So we're going to do our first decrease. We're going to insert in the first stitch through the back loop. And then we're going to go into the second through the back loop. And now we have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. So from 2 stitches we made 1. Now we're going to work single crochet in every stitch until we reach our last 2 stitches, where we're going to do a decrease again. And this will be our first row. After we finish this one, we need to work 11 more in the same way. 1 decrease in the beginning and 1 decrease at the last stitches. So now I'm going to work single crochet until my last 2 stitches. Okay, so I finished working single crochet in every stitch, and we have 2 more stitches here where we're gonna make a decrease. Go into the first stitch and then into the second. We have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. And this is our first row of decreases. We're gonna put a stitch marker. So guys, I'm gonna put a stitch marker here just to remember where I first start. So this is my first row of decreases. Chain 1 and we're gonna turn the work. And we're gonna do the same thing. In the next 2 stitches, we're gonna make a decrease, go into the first stitch, go into the second stitch, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. And now again, single crochet until we reach our last 2 stitches, where we're going to do the same thing. We're going to make from 2 stitches 1, a decrease. So guys, I'm going to finish these 12 rows, then I'm going to meet you here to do the next step of the back. So go ahead and finish 12 rows with decreases in the first 2 stitches and the last 2 stitches. Okay guys, so I finished my 12 rows with decreases in every row, and now we're gonna work rows of single crochet in every stitch without decrease or anything. So chain 1 and turn your work, and now you're gonna work single crochet in every stitch. I'm gonna put also here a stitch marker to remember the row that we started. So we're gonna work like 13, 14 rows, only single crochet in every stitch. So I'm gonna put a stitch marker, and we're gonna continue like this with single crochet in every stitch. Again, I finished the row and I have single crochet in every stitch. Now we're gonna chain one, turn the work, and we're gonna do the same thing, single crochet in every stitch until the end. So guys, we're gonna work like this for 13 rows, or you can work 14, 15, as many rows as you want, but I'm gonna work 13 rows. And then guys, we're gonna continue the next step of our bag. Okay guys, so I work my 13 rows of single crochet in every stitch. So we work 37 single crochet and we did it for 13 rows, and now we're gonna work a rows with increase. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna chain one and we're gonna turn the work, and we're gonna bring our stitch marker to put it into the first stitch that into the first row that we're gonna work now. Now in the next two stitches, in the first stitch and the last, we're gonna make an increase. That means we're gonna work two stitches in one. So this is the first single crochet and we're gonna do one more. So we're gonna do two single crochet in the first stitch, two single crochet in the second, in the last, sorry guys. And now we're gonna work single crochet until we reach our last stitch. Of course, I'm gonna put my stitch marker. Okay, so I'm gonna continue single crochet in every stitch until I reach my my last stitch. So I finish working single crochet in every stitch, and I have one more stitch. Into this stitch we're gonna work two single crochet, one and another one, chain one, turn your work. Into the first stitch you're gonna work two single crochet, one and two. Then we're gonna work single crochet until we reach our last stitch, and into the last stitch again you're gonna work two single crochet into the same stitch, and we're gonna work like this for 12 rows. We're gonna do two single crochet in the first stitch, two single crochet in the last stitch for 12 rows. So guys, I'm gonna work off camera, and I'm gonna meet you guys here to do the next step. Okay guys, so I finished my 12 rows with increases in the first stitch and in the last, and now we're gonna close our bag. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna put it like this, and now we're gonna close it here and here. I'm gonna use slip stitches to close it. You can use a yarn needle or a single crochet, depends of what you want. So I'm gonna go in the first stitch from this part, taking also this loop, and we're gonna do like a slip stitch. So we're gonna continue with slip stitches, taking one loop, one stitch from here, one from here, like this, slip stitch. Okay guys, so I finish and I come to the end, and here we're gonna do a slip stitch also on this loop here, and we're gonna cut our yarn. So we're gonna bring our yarn and crochet hook, do a slip knot, and we're gonna go into the first stitch from this side and into the first one from the other, and we're gonna pull the yarn like this. Okay, it's a little bit tighter. Okay. Okay guys, so we're gonna continue until the end, then we're gonna cut the yarn and we're gonna hide all these yarns here, and also the one that we're gonna have once we finish. So I finished both parts and this is how it looks. Now we're gonna turn our piece. And we need to arrange it a little bit. And now we're gonna work one row of slip stitches all over the bag like this. So we're gonna bring our yarn and we're gonna start here. I'm gonna do a chain one, and then I'm gonna continue with slip stitches all over the piece. So I finished slip stitches in all on this side here, and now we are on the sides of the bag, and again we're gonna do slip stitches. We don't have stitches, but you're gonna try to insert your crochet hook in any loops that you can, so you can do a slip stitch, and will be like this. Then we're gonna come on this side, slip stitches also on the side, and we're gonna stop in the first slip stitch that we worked. Okay, so we're done with slip stitches, and now we're gonna cut our yarn and we're gonna hide the thread. Okay guys, so now we're gonna work to make a small clap, I think it's called it. So we're gonna put it aside and we're gonna use a smaller crochet hook. I'm using 3 mm. I'm gonna start with the slip knot, then I'm gonna chain 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Into the back loop of the stitches we're gonna work. We're gonna skip the first, we're gonna go into the next, and we're gonna do a single crochet. And we're gonna work single crochet in every loop until the end. We should have 7 single crochet. Now we're going to chain one and we're going to turn the work, and from now on we're going to work through the back loop of the stitches. Single crochet, go into the next single crochet, go into the next single crochet. Again, you're going to have single crochet, 7 single crochet through the back loop. Chain one, turn your work, again 7 single crochet. So I'm going to work few rows and then I'm going to meet you guys here to do the next step for our bag. So I worked 10 rows with 7 single crochet, and now we're going to work a row of slip stitches all over the piece. Into the, we're going to chain one, and into the same stitch you're going to do a slip stitch, and then you're going to continue with slip stitches all over the piece like this. Once we reach the corner, chain one, and we're going to continue with slip stitches. Chain one, and we're going to continue again slip stitches. So I'm going to finish until here. So our piece is ready, and now we're going to bring our bag and we're going to put it, we're going to sew it like this, or you can put the bag like this and put the piece like this. Try to be in the middle. Take your yarn needle, or you can do it also with your crochet hook with a 3mm. So we can do slip stitches. We're gonna take one loop from this part, one loop from the other, and we can close it with slip stitches. Again, I'm gonna go into the next stitch, taking one loop and one loop from the other, and slip stitch. Okay guys, now we're gonna cut the yarn and hide the tail. So we sew the clap guys, and we're gonna turn the piece like this, and you're gonna see it how it looks. Now we're gonna bring our bag lock. I'm gonna use this one. First I'm gonna see where I should put this one, which have 4 legs, as you can see. So the bag is here. I'm gonna insert it here, and I'm gonna push it like this, and inside, as you can see, we have the small legs. Let's find 4 of them, and you're gonna push it like this, and this will not go out. Will be something like this. Then here, this one, you should open it a little bit, and we're gonna insert the this part inside. You can use a crochet hook just to push the clap inside. And once you have it inside, you need to push this hard like this, and that's it, guys. Now we're gonna close the bag, and it'll look like this. Now we need to work for the strap of the bag. We're gonna use 2 metal rings, this one and 2, and we're gonna start to make our strap. Okay, so we're gonna take one of these metal rings, and we're gonna I'm gonna use 3.5 millimeter crochet hook, the crochet hook that we use to make our bag, and I'm gonna do a chain 1 and a single crochet just to secure, guys, the stitches. And now we're gonna do a chain of 40, 45, 50, as long as you want it to be. I'm gonna do 45. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna do this until I have 45 chains. Okay, guys, so my 45 chains are ready, and now we're gonna take the next metal ring, and we're gonna do a slip stitch like this. We're gonna chain 1, and we're gonna work on this side like this. We're gonna work slip stitches, skip the first, go into the next, and do a slip stitch. Our strap will be only slip stitches. So you're gonna continue working slip stitches until you reach the end. Then I'm gonna meet you guys here to do the rest, like this. So we reach the next metal ring, and what we're gonna do, we're gonna do a slip stitch like this, and then we're gonna chain 1, and we're gonna turn the work. We're gonna skip the first stitch here, and we're gonna go into the next, and we're gonna work slip stitches again. Slip stitches in every stitch. As you can see, I'm taking only the back loop. I'm not taking both loops like this, just the back loop of the stitch, and I'm doing slip stitches. We're going to continue like this until we reach the next metal ring. Slip stitch in every stitch through the back loop until the end. Again, we work single crochet, and we are here where we have the metal ring. We're gonna go like this, and we're gonna do a slip stitch, then chain 1, and we're gonna turn the work. Skip the first stitch, go into the next through the back loop, and again work slip stitches in every stitch through the back loop. So guys, if you want to continue making more rows, that depends on you. I'm gonna finish after this row. I think it's enough for me. So I'm gonna finish this row with slip stitches through the back loop. Then I'm gonna cut the yarn, and our bag will be ready. So we're done, guys. Now we're gonna do a slip stitch here, and then we're gonna pull the tail, and we're gonna cut the yarn, and we're gonna hide this tail here that we have. I'm gonna do it with yarn needle. I think it's better. Also this small tail, we need to hide it. And our handle is ready, guys. We just need to put it on our bag. One on this side and one on the other side. Okay guys, so this was the tutorial for today. I hope you like our small bag. We're gonna see each other in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a thumbs up, share it with your friends. Will be a great support for us. And we're gonna see each other in the next one. Be safe. Bye bye.